Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Wednesday night. It is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. Scott will be here eventually, I guess. But hanging out with me, as always, is Mookie. Mookie, how you feeling tonight, man? You got to unmute yourself, bud. Oh, off to a round.
Oh, no, hold on a minute. I never unmute myself. Oh, great.
Mookie, how you feeling tonight?
I was trying to pull the Kaiser, feeling fresh, feeling good. How about you? But
yeah, and you can't.
Well, not when Mike doesn't unmute me. You're absolutely right.
I'm dealing with a lot over here. We go to go live. Scott, his computer starts updating, so he disappears, completely drops out, texts us, Chrome's updating. It's a big problem. And then all of a sudden, Drew disconnects from the studio. I'm like, what is happening right now? I'm trying to go live. Okay, whatever. We'll just sit it all out. And then Drew's like, you're supposed to unmute me. Like, I just handle everything around here.
Hey, excuse me. Fuck it.
Yeah. Are you just now catching on to that?
No, believe me, I've caught on. Scott, how you feeling, man? You feeling good now that you're back online?
I'm feeling much better now. I was panicking to all high hell. How you doing, man?
I'm good now that you guys are both here. That we're live. We're here. It is Wednesday night. It's another edition of Craft Food Sports. We got a lot to get to tonight, fellas. Hard Knocks has ended. We're going to have Scott wrap up the show for us. And then we're going to do another edition of Hot Takes Barbecue. And we're going to talk some NFL, some college football. We got some MLB talk in there. We might even let Mookie do a little bit of soccer talk. We will see.
No way. No way.
Crazy.
He's lying.
Before we do all that, though, let's get to our drinks. Scott, what do you got in your mug tonight?
They gave me this one on a substitution. I have Face Down Brown.
Yeah.
It is a 5.7% English American brown style ale. That's about all I got. So far, it's fine. It's brown. What the hell scale are we doing tonight?
Yeah, well, Mookie had one that he proposed.
Which was?
Yes, it was we were workshopping it. This is really what it was. We were still workshopping it. And I'm thinking we got to tie it into J.R. Smith's time in college here. So on the scale of 0 to 4.0 in honor of J.R. Smith, and please feel free to make any kind of references to his collegiate time when rating your beer. How does that beer taste, Scotty?
2.5.
Ooh, rough.
Hey, but you know what they say.
It's going to get him a degree. That's all.
I was just going to say, I was like, it's middling for now, but we'll see if it can hold on to the passing grade.
Scott, I am looking at this hat. I've been seeing this all over Twitter lately. Where do these Niners hats come from?
How you've been seeing it all over Twitter?
Yeah, we got a lot of Niners followers on our timeline, so I see a lot of Niners stuff.
Nice. This hat is actually from a brand called Legacy. And they actually make multiple different hats. It's not just like a 49ers hat. It's just happened to be, SF 49ers colors, but they got, LA and all sorts of different types. I think they got a Las Vegas one or whatever, but no, it's Residency is what it is. I effed that up, but yeah, it's Residency. And so I had seen 49ers players start wearing it. And I was like, where the hell can I get that? Good old Reddit. Tracked it down.
Well, that's what blew me away with it. I didn't know who it was, but I remember clicking on their Twitter handle and they have like 400 followers on Twitter and they've got NFL dudes rocking their merch. I'm like, damn, how are they blowing up like that? We got more than 400. We got no NFL contact. What the hell is going on there?
Right. It took Trent Williams wearing it coming off a plane. And I was like, hold on a second. That hat was fresh as fuck. Where can I get that? And of course, Reddit knows all. So there it was.
So you just need to get one. That's the key. You get one of those first people to pimp your shit. And
especially
that's how you
one
break
of the
through the
best
levee.
offensive linemen to ever play the game. That doesn't matter either.
That'll do it.
I mean, I don't know that I'd go for offensive line first to start if I'm really trying to blow up, but like I'll take it.
Right. I'm pretty sure if any offensive lineman in the NFL, all pro or not, wants to wear Grapefruit Sports anything, I'll take it.
Dude, if a scout team punter wants to wear our gear, yes, here, I'll send it to you, man. I will give it. I'm not. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
If you were the last man that made the practice squad, I'm like, here, you want some stuff? Come on,
Unless
and
it's
come
for
talk to
Dallas.
us a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Moogie, what's in your mug tonight?
Well, wait, did we wrap up the Scott's hat analysis? Because I got a question. What's that logo on the front?
It just says SF.
Oh, so it's got nothing to do with the artist formerly known as Prince.
It does not. It's just 2 letters, bro.
What?
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
What's in your mug?
Huh?
What the hell?
What? Don't you know what the Prince symbol looks like? That's
I
kinda
absolutely
similar.
do. It does not look like
and
this.
that's why I'm confused why you thought it was that hat. That looks nothing like the Prince symbol.
I mean, kind of from the side.
From the
I wasn't-
side.
I wasn't
really.
looking for an S and an F in there. I was just looking at a dope ass symbol. I mean, come on, you're giving me a hard time already.
It
As
is
I
a dope ass symbol, I'll give you that.
right, see exactly.
Okay,
No,
what's in your mug?
tonight I'm drinking Grapefruit Moped from New Image Brewing in Arvada, Colorado. It is a 5% ABV. See how I screwed this up. It is a grapefruit wit beer. I feel like you got to say it different with that IE.
Whip beer.
3 point. Yeah, see, whit, just like miracle whip. 3.53 caps and untapped. I kind of see why, because it's not as flavorful or thick as I expected, but it is a whit beer. So maybe that's just
Girl,
me
you
needing it
ain't as
adjusted to the
flavorful or
style.
thick as I thought. Go ahead.
Oh, I love me some thickness there. But if I'm gonna grade it on the scale of J.R. Smith's GPA after the first semester, I'm gonna go ahead and go with a 2.2.
Oh, my goodness.
In that there's still time to save it overall, but at the end of the day, still C's get degrees. So I think we'd all be pleasantly surprised with the 2.2 as I was with this grapefruit wit beer, because I'm not usually a huge fan to begin with. So like this is kind of beating the hype or what I'd expect.
Yeah, that's fair. And when you do a wit beer, the way to do it is with like some type of fruit in there, because otherwise it's no good at all.
Are you saying you want an apricot wit beer?
Yes, I would prefer an apricot wit beer if I could. Robert Taylor saying no beer for him tonight. His body didn't adjust properly going from clean Colorado air to California air.
Take a drink.
Phew, that's
Every
also
time
Colorado.
Rob mentions Colorado, take a drink.
I also feel like Colorado's air isn't very clean anymore. Like it's just weed just hanging in the air around there. That
It's
whole
full of
state.
shit.
I mean, that's still a hell of a lot better than the smog and
Definitely still better than
forest
LA,
fire
but
smoke. Yeah.
But it's not like clean air anymore. It's not the clean air that it's not that mountain air that it used to be. And there's Caitlin.
Yeah, right on
saying
cue.
not right now. Here we go. The lovely
The
couple.
Love Boat.
Wait a minute.
Jenny chiming in asking where's the fucking fireball and smear.
I don't know, Jenny. Are you done pretending to be on a soccer team every Wednesday night?
Hey, Drew, I
Ooh.
think I saw Jenny at the gym today. I'm pretty sure I saw her, but I didn't want to be the guy that like approached a female at the gym. So I just like let her work out. And I was like, I got to ask her about that later. But I'm pretty sure Jenny was at the gym this morning while I was getting my leg day workout in.
Okay,
this
first
week-
of all, the
Yeah.
right answer in that situation is to, without directly looking at her, just yell Jenny out in the public space and then like later look to see if someone's super rattled. Second of all,
Damn.
if you just want to
Mookie
brag
is
about leg day,
absolutely
Mike, just
correct.
come out here and say, I lifted legs today, guys. Did you know that? I'd like to talk to you about my leg press. LA Fitness in Oakley?
Yes, it was Jenny this morning.
Oh my
around 8
God, you
o'clock.
guys
We
go
were
to
there.
LA Fitness? Y'all so basic. Jesus.
Dude, I don't have money. I need a $10
Dude, I
month
used
plan.
to have
LA Fitness is $10 these days?
$10 a month.
long-term subscription to LA Fitness in Oakley.
must
I
be
was
hurting.
paying $20 a month for like 7 years. It was glorious.
Ugh, I hate it so much. I miss my gym at my old office, but you know that's where it was. Yes, that was definitely Jenny then, because the girl that I thought was her was doing legs. So there we go. Me and Jenny doing leg day together today. Just didn't know that the other one was there.
You cute fuck.
This is disgusting.
week,
Yeah,
I
moving
drank
on. on.
Sabro hop down from UHL Brewing in Boulder, Colorado. This is a hazy IPA, and fellas, it is delicious. By the way, Kev saying, should I be a menace in the comments like I was in the craft brew group? Absolutely, man. That's what these comments are for.
Happy birthday, Kev.
Kevin tried to say he's feeling old at 25.
That son of a bitch.
This beer is good. It's hazy as hell. It's delicious. It's nice and juicy. I would, on the J.R. Smith GPA scale, I'd give this one like a 3.25 right out of the gate, and it's got a chance to go higher. It's really good. The only problem is it's 12-ounce cans, and these are going to go real quick today, so I might be having a problem a little bit later on. We will see how these beers hold up. Let us know in the comments what you're drinking tonight, rated on the J.R. Smith GPA scale from 0 all the way up to a 4.0. Scott?
Yeah, and none of that bullshit over 4.0 nonsense that some of these high schools be playing to try to make their dum-dums feels better. Like, no. Like 0 to 4.0, hard stop. What?
That was my class.
Yeah.
I finished at 4 or 5.
What kind of fucking bullshit is that? Like, what? A++++, Ralphie? Like, come on.
Your AP classes, since they're college classes, were on a 5-point scale instead of 4. So
yeah, big fucking deal.
Higher,
you know the point
it's
of
a better A because it's a college.
No, it's not a better A. You're doing what you're expected to do, and now you should be going out there to get college credit.
Because like
you're not, there's no double
classes, then you have your honors classes, then you have your AP classes, and the AP classes are college level, and you get college credit for it. So I get a 5.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting college credit for it. Why should you get an extra point in the GPA scale? You already earned your benefit.
Let's talk football.
It's so wrong. It's
Scott.
Soft ass motherfuckers coming in with a 6.5. Like, come on, man. You took basket weaving. Get out of here.
I did not take basket.
I'm not talking about you specifically.
Ohio State? No, this is a legitimate high school courses that give you college credit.
Whoa,
it's not Ohio State college classes.
Whoa, we ain't here to play school.
No, sir.
Jenny, hold on to this comment. Jenny wants to know Drewby's thoughts on the rumor that Wes banged Pulisic's sister. Hold on to that. Stick around.
Wes Borland?
Yes, Wes Borland. He did it all for the nookie.
There it is.
Yeah, we definitely have to come back around to that because I got thoughts.
Scott, Hard Knocks has ended. The series is over. We want one more round.
Say goodbye. I mean, this has been a gold mine for content. I'm legit sad that I don't get to sit here and watch these fools another week. I'm like, I kind of wish they just follow them around during the season so I could see how stupid they are.
So tell me, let's go through your notes from episode 5.
All right.
Like we have been. I watched it. I didn't take notes this time just because like I said last week, I spoiled the episode for myself because I knew who was getting cut. But also, I'm pretty proud of my predictions throughout the first 4 episodes. So Scott, whenever you're ready, take it away. The hater's guide to hating the Dallas Cowboys via Hard Knocks.
Alrighty, right off the top, Aldi brand Jim Fossil, still more inspiring than Mike. Which it wasn't until this last episode that I realized that is Jim Fossil's brother, John Fossil. I was like, wow, he looks strangely like Jim, and last name matches. All right, cool.
Why were they watching film on like the big screen on the field? Like, what did Dick move for a special teams coordinator to do?
Excessive as hell.
And it's the special teams. It's not even like it's the defense or the offense. It's the special teams.
It's like the most shine they ever get.
I'm sorry, but football games are won in 3 phases, boys. So put some respect on their name.
All right, whatever. Also, his whole line about like running is we love to run. It's not a punishment. You do something good, you get to run. I was like, this fucking guy.
Funny you should mention it. My next note says running sucks.
Game correcting you, by the way. That's his son.
Oh, it's a son? Holy shit, he looks awful. Is Jim Fossil dead then? Because John looks old.
Still Aldi's brand Fossil.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely Aldi brand Fossil, no doubt.
All right, keep going. I'm going to look and see if Jim Fossil died.
Okay, DeMarcus Ware. Somewhere my brother is masturbating.
What?
Oh God, he just died June 7th. Oh, that's awkward. That is awkward. Oh boy.
R.I.P.
Wow. What did we do here,
R.I.P.
Scott? This got weird.
Awkward. Okay, anyway, get after that ass. Of course a cowboy came up with that name for a gym. Holy fuck,
Jim
they're gonna make
Gossel?
me. No, you didn't watch the show, so might understand. Holy fuck, they're gonna make me root for Tom Brady. I hate everything.
I kind of like Tom Brady now.
I do too. I gotta be honest. Like, I know the thing is to hate Tom Brady, but since he left the Patriots, he is way more entertaining. Like,
Oh my
way
God.
more of an entertaining person.
10 times over, yeah.
That's fine. More slam poetry on deck.
I mean, I was going to say, I'm just trying to trigger Scott with all of this.
And it's working. Laughing my ass off. Jera's hairline. He must have asked for the Mark Davis cut.
Ooh. Now, wait, did you write laughing my ass off or did you write LMAFO?
I just wrote LMAO. Like, I didn't even drop the F in there. Just LMAO.
Oh, wasn't that funny?
Yeah, no. But I mean, it was pretty funny. I did chuckle, like legit chuckle. I'm like, look at his fucking hair.
Kept saying Tom Brady has brought more happiness to his life than his own mother. There's the chaos in the comments. All right.
Well,
Thank you for making that super awkward right off the bat, man.
To be fair, she's also probably pretty bummed out she brought you in here into this world anyway. So
holy shit.
Moving on.
Good Lord, man.
I'm not going to just have a man, talk
On
down to his
his
mother like
birthday.
that. Exactly. He should be thanking his mama.
Let them hit it first, and then you hit it. Zeke loves sloppy seconds confirmed. Diggs needs to stop arguing with Amari. Amari knows what an almost catch looks like.
Wow.
Sigh. Another commercial for local Dallas food, I see. At least the Mahomes jersey looks nice.
Dude, that kid was cracking me up with that.
Yeah, stand by. Is Diggs holding a gun to his son? Why does he sound so rehearsed? Like, seriously, the kid was just like, he was robotic in what he was saying. It was really awkward.
Dude, that was, he practiced that with him like 20 times. He was like, you're not making an ass on me on camera. Here's what you say. And he rehearsed it over and over again. And the kid was like, I know my lines. And then he fucked up his lines.
He sure did. He was like, oh, are you having a good day? I like you. I'm wearing your jersey. Dad? Line.
That's all that was missing. Was the kid looking off and calling for line.
What would have been better? The kid looking off camera and saying line or just pass?
Either way.
If he went with the Mookie special, that would have been amazing.
It was in the same breath as I was like listening to him be so stiff that I typed this next one. All caps. Yes, he called that nigga Patrick Mahomes. Suck it, Dakota. Dakota jokes, but the Patrick mentions sting.
See, this is where I need Scott to just put his professional skills to work and just cut up Hard Knocks and just show. I just want to show the clip that led to those comments. I don't care about the rest of the show. I just want this Scott special.
I mean, we can't show that. We can't show that.
No, I'm saying on the show. No.
We're funnier without context. Like, it's
that's fair.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
That's what's so good about these one line notes.
I just want you to edit my life. Like, just give me the highlights of all the stuff that I need to know about, and the rest I'll just leave on the floor. Yeah.
Kid been watching too many Amari highlights. Catch the fucking ball.
Dude, that kid could not catch a pass to save his life. I was like, it's a good thing your dad's a DB because you did not get your uncle's hands at all. You are terrible, kid.
Couldn't run lines, couldn't catch the ball. Good Lord.
Rob Taylor saying, what about Mahomes? Wasn't paying attention, but then I heard Mahomes.
Left Dakota hanging on the hand slap and dap. I like this kid, but he's still annoying.
Dude, how can you know why he screwed that up, right? It's because that was off script. He wasn't ready for a slap and dap. He was like,
absolutely.
Wait a second, Dad, you didn't tell me that this was coming. Wait, I got to slap hands and then I don't.
But the best part is that Dakota didn't get the notice from the director that part was cut out of the script. So he's sitting there hanging forever. He had his hand up and the kid just was not looking at him. It's like, it's so awkward. He looks like
is that embarrassing? Is that embarrassing to get like upstaged by a 5-year-old like that? Like if
100%.
If you had, I mean, what's worse, that or being Dakota Prescott? Being named Dakota, which one's worse?
Being upset by a 5-year-old, like being just fucking shat on. Like seriously, the fact that he was like Patrick Mahomes, that was fantastic.
He also said the last episode he said Patrick Mahomes is his favorite quarterback.
Yeah, that's what's great.
Patrick Mahomes.
After he said, "Hey, I'm wearing your jersey," and then he called him Patrick Mahomes. I was like, "Cut! Get this kid out of here."
I like when Dakota was like, "No, Patrick's got hair like you," and I was thinking, yes, Patrick Mahomes is his favorite quarterback. He even asked for the Patrick Mahomes haircut. He didn't ask for the Dakota.
Absolutely.
Kevin,
you would never ask for the Dakota, not with the patches.
No, we'll save that for after post credits.
Yes, absolutely. Dakota sounding amazed that Tampa Bay did things differently from the first game to the Super Bowl, on brand for the Cowboys, who stick to the same plays and always finish with 8 wins. Like seriously, he was like, I watched the Super Bowl and then I watched the first game of the season and they was doing totally different stuff. It's like, yeah, no shit, that's what successful teams do. Why in the hell would they be running the same plays that they ran week 1, you moron?
Well, in fairness, Tampa Bay has what is known as
in fairness.
Yeah, Tampa Bay has what's known as a good coach, and Dakota has never had one of those. So he's not used to the fact that you're supposed to change things up and make adjustments and do something different. So
I was hoping you were going to say, in all fairness, Dakota only made it to week 4 last year, so he doesn't even know what the end of the season looks like.
Ooh.
He has no idea if they're running different plays. He ain't there.
What is this in fairness bullshit? Don't you know that any Canadian lawsuit isn't real? Like, so if Letterkenny's suing us for to be fair, it doesn't count. That's not real.
Zeke doing something annoying in a cutaway.
Whatever.
Take a drink. Oh fuck, the Mexican mom again.
Oh man, that car ride was rough.
6 a.m., but I have a sudden urge for fajitas. Weird.
Oh Jesus, that got borderline racist, Scott.
Borderline, but I mean, I was starving, and subtitles. Mike McCarthy playing the long game. This is the second time he's mentioned not giving up on a guy in his second year. Trying not to get fired too, coach. Don't be doing it.
Pick up on that. No, hang on. That needs to sit for a second. I did not even pick up on that. Yes, McCarthy kept harping on Ben DiNucci, and he's like, I don't know. He's got something there. We can't get rid of him. It's only his second year. Oh my God, Scott!
Times he was
what
like,
an amazing connection,
guys. Second year, man. I just don't believe in giving up on a guy in his second year. Like, second year, COVID last year, this year. It's like, you just wouldn't do that, Jerry. I mean, I would not fire a guy who was coaching in his second year. I mean, a player who was in his second year in the league. Line.
What an amazing catch by you. Well done. Well done.
In fact, ironically enough, it was the second time he said that I'm like, there it is. You're trying to save your job. Built in. He'll be like, look, Jerry, I said way back at the end of Hard Knocks that you can't fire a guy after his second year, you son of a bitch.
Jerry's just going to send McCarthy to the practice squad.
That would be the first move that Jera ever did that I would applaud. I'd stand up and applaud and be like, we're cutting you, but we hope to keep you on the practice squad as the coach. We hope nobody else picks you up and you clear waivers, but we feel pretty good about that.
Nobody's taking your ass. We'll see you Thursday, Mike.
Mike, bring your playbook. Don't be doing nothing stupid. All those quotes around the monstrosity that is Dallas, and that one isn't plastered on the wall. 8 and 9 on deck. It's 2021, right. And Mike McCarthy doesn't know how someone can know it's him on the call. Jesus fucking Christ. My man was so amazed that Zamunda could tell it was him. He's like, how'd you know it was me calling? Caller ID has been around since 1996, Mike.
You know that popped up on his phone that said, like, probably Mike McCarthy. Like, like that was... Would you have my phone number saved? Yeah, coach, that's what it was. It definitely didn't say probably Mike McCarthy on here.
Sure. It said fat American white guy who controls my fate. Oh, hey, coach. Zamunda making it, and they didn't play Kiss from a Rose behind the moment. Missed opportunity, HBO.
That motherfucker does look like Seal so much.
It didn't get any less this episode either. Every time they do a side profile, it's like, damn, man, just add the scars. Just add the scars.
Look at you. It's dead on. It's dead on. Who looks more like their celebrity counterpart? Does Leighton Vander Esch look more like Thad Castle, or does that dude look more like Seal? Which
it's
one
him looking like Seal? 100%.
I'm gonna say,
has this segment ever been good? Every time we do it, it's gold. Oh, so good, Drew.
Who is he getting thumbs up with in his YouTube picture there? I still can't figure that out.
That's Tanya O'Rourke.
No, it's not, dude. It's Cindy Crawford. What the?
That looks like Tanya O'Rourke. It's small on my screen. I can't.
Wow.
Well, Tanya O'Rourke kind of looks like Cindy Crawford.
I'm sure she would be happy. I'll let her know.
All right, yeah, tell her I said that. I mean,
wearing masks but dapping everyone up in the room, dummy. Get in their ass and play football. Order matters, coach. Defensively, we're better. Hard to be worse, Jera. Jera excusing away his ability to identify good players, dummy. Jera snorting euphoria off his desk. Confirmed. And finally, we're going to end this the way that we began it, book ending this whole thing with another dig at Mike McCarthy. This just says, Mike McCarthy fired after this season. Confirmed.
I just love the unabashed hate and just petty smack talk about a team that, honestly, Scott, they don't stand in the path of your squad at all.
I know that's what makes the hate so great, man.
Right? Exactly.
It's completely irrational. It's just unbridled. Like I take no prisoners. Like Zamunda, if he was on another team, I'd be like, man, I respect that dude. Like it's good to see him in the league. Instead, I'm like, fuck that dude. When's he getting pushed out? Or it's like, let me see him get pancaked a few more times. I can't wait till they put that on tape in the regular season, him falling down because he's so light in the pants.
I thought for sure he was getting cut, but he was the only one that made it. The only player they focused on that's a fringe player, not counting Dakota and Zeke, but he's the only one that made the team. Every other dude, which I called early on, every other dude got.
That's how they do it every year, though.
Not every guy. No, not every guy. I missed it. Tyson's comment. Yeah. The Cowboys need to get back to their roots.
Look, I know there's a time to be quiet so you don't step in it, and that's why I didn't say a whole lot, yet somehow I still fucked it up. So,
because that roots comment is going to go down in the Hall of Fame with a show, whatever that means.
Can I just say, I like the fact that you guys wanted me to name last week's episode something about roots made me feel so uncomfortable, and I hate that you both.
I know that's why I wanted you to do it. That's why I had that line in there. I was like, when I was typing, and I was like, "This will make Mike uncomfortable," referring to this child. I was like, "That nigga called him Patrick Mahomes," and that's good.
And the best part about it too, though, is that your justification for it all in the show thread was all about, well, something SEO, searching, something, Leighton Vander Esch, something, Thad. And it's like, okay, Mike, yeah, we all understand that logical explanation, but why don't you just come clean? Like, come on, we're in the trust tree here.
I didn't want to do it. Gabe wants to know why they didn't show Jaylon Smith. I also want to know that. That was
okay.
The only player.
They can't afford Jaylon Smith. That's why.
Zack Martin were the only players I cared about seeing on Hard Knocks, and I did not see either one of them.
Well, no, wait. Isn't
one time?
Oh no, Zack Martin. He's on the vid list, right? Didn't he get hurt? He's on the vid list. Okay, I thought it was because Zack Martin was off rehab and something.
No, he's out for the first game with COVID or in COVID protocols. He supposedly he is vaccinated, but he's not able to be in the starting lineup.
So that's what I don't understand though, and I need a clear, definitive answer on this from somebody, because let's be honest, it really matters to the line. When someone tests positive for the vid, I thought I heard, because this is what the Honey Badger apparently had to go through, is when he tested positive, he just had to produce 2 negative tests in a 24-hour period, and he was back on the field.
It's two negative tests 24 hours apart is what the
right after you don't have symptoms. So if he tests positive on a Thursday, technically you could still play Sunday. Is that right? If you're vaccinated, because then there's a whole other protocol for the other thing.
Symptoms, and you're able to get those 2 negative tests in time. But I don't know. I mean, I guess technically you could. My guess is that the reason why Zack Martin was ruled out is because he has symptoms. That's the only thing I can think of.
Just had a brilliant fucking idea.
Oh boy.
We start a resource of information where we help publicize for those trying to put money down and make the right fantasy calls on, vaccination status, when tests happened and whatnot, and what the probable timelines are for them to get cleared. Sell it on a subscription model to potential clients for this football season to give them that inside edge.
I love it. I love that idea.
Right?
How?
Oh, it doesn't have to be the truth.
That's going to be on Mookie's tombstone. That's all it's going to say.
I mean, have we? Mookie. No, but seriously,
it doesn't have to be the truth.
Haven't we learned?
Bullshit! Boo this man!
I mean, hear me out here, because if there's one thing I've learned in the last 2 years, it's that George Costanza was motherfucking right the whole time, in that it is not a lie if you believe it's true.
Man, this is some
in the same take, Drew.
Hey,
Drew,
just to put a bow on the whole, why didn't they show Jaylon Smith and the whole show in general? My brother, an unabashed Cowboys fan. In fact, I'm surprised. Every time I saw the intro and they show that idiot that's doing the whole feed me thing in slow motion with Dak, with Zeke, I'm like, God, that's Mike Kaiser. Man, he's such a tool. My brother is the most logical person in the world about everything except for the Cowboys. He is the rube that we all hate, and the reason that I don't like Cowboys fans. But his final rap on it, was, look, I loved every minute of it. You want to know why? Because it was boring, and that meant that nobody did anything stupid. There was nothing there was nothing idiotic to show. They had no footage. It's like me watching Zeke eat fruit roll-ups. Good times, because it's those long drone shots, fantastic. It's why didn't they show Jaylon Smith and a bunch of people? I was just like, wow. They didn't show. In fact, during the credits, they had a host of folks that I was like, who are these idiots? They haven't shown them all season. And again, it's it must have been god-awful, boring footage, and they just didn't have anything there. So it's well, we'll just show the familiar faces.
Do you think players are doing that on purpose now? Because the players don't want to be on Hard Knocks. They don't like the cameras following them. They don't want to be featured on it. And there's some players that are obviously going to have to. You knew Zeke was going to be on there. You knew Dakota was going to be on there. But guys like Jaylon Smith or Zack Martin, they don't want to do it. So do you think they purposely either completely ignore the cameras or say things that I think back to when the Bengals were on Hard Knocks and James Harrison wanted nothing to do with it. So whenever the cameras were around, he just wouldn't talk. And they ended up showing him anyways because that was hilarious to see. And it was very awkward, but he would just stop talking as soon as he noticed the cameras. And I'm like, are these players just purposely doing nothing just so that they don't get on camera? The opposite of every MTV reality show. Where like in those cases, they're doing the craziest things possible to get as much screen time. And in this case, the players are like, nah, fuck it. I'm just not going to talk today.
All right, Mike, again, dude, if there's something you want to say, just fucking come out and say it. Like, I'm down to talk about the latest season of the challenge. Like, let's do it, man.
I'm not caught up. I'm a few episodes behind on the challenge. I can't talk.
All right.
We should talk challenge next week.
But you know what?
But I
was gonna
just think
yeah.
you're right. I mean, like I think in the beginning of Hard Knocks, it was, if we go back and watch the earliest seasons, you know, you did have everybody trying to be on camera. But then as it became obvious that this can really like derail your season and all the shit that may happen that can get on camera, like anybody with half a brain, like it's like, oh, Zach Martin and Jaylon Smith, two smarter players on the team. They're like, nah, I ain't got no time for this.
Wait, why do you say they're smarter players, Scott? Why would you say that they're smarter players than other people on the Cowboys?
I'm just basing it on where they went to school. That's
right. Okay, gotcha.
I mean, I'm not gonna
yeah.
not give credit to the place. I don't like the sports teams, but I mean, you can't be an idiot and be at Notre Dame.
Damn,
Like,
I'll tell you what.
Like Jaylon Smith was there to play school.
So it's such a good academic institution that this guy who had over a 4.0 in high school could not get in. So there you go. That's how good this place
Could
is.
not get in with a 4.5 on a scale of 4. What does that tell us about that grading system and how it panned out for all those Moonyites or Mooniers or whatever the fuck they called kids from your school?
I just remember when MTV played music. Barely, man. And I'm sure you don't because you're only 25 years old. So there was no way. You never experienced
25? God damn it.
You did not grow up with MTV playing music. I'm pretty sure they
because we barely
he did. No, he did.
Barely.
He grew up with MTV playing music on MTV2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he was there for the MTV2 time where it was like, hey, we don't want to mess around with this music bullshit anymore, but like we'll throw it over here on the side if you pay a little extra.
Because I still remember being like 10 years old, coming home from school and turning on TRL, and that's when they wouldn't even show the full video. They would just show like,
it'd be the clips. And I was like, so mad.
Person, what are you doing to me? I want to see Hit Baby one more time. I need to see this whole video. Actually, I don't need all of this video.
Speaking of which, did you see the good news for her hitting 3 million, whatever? She got her estate back.
Yeah. Well, did she get it back? I just saw that her
he filed the paperwork to start the process and then tried to make some bullshit fucking claim that he's like, but I need you to pay me $3 million for court expenses.
Oh, Jesus.
And I like the judge is going to just blow that out of court and be like, yeah, no, that's okay. Give the girl her money back and just get the fuck out of here. But I was trying to think of a third one to do a sip, chug, Drainpour, and I can't come up with it. But TRL or pop-up video
or 106 in Park. There you go. There's your 3. Sip, chug, Drainpour, TRL, 106 in Park, or pop-up video. Go ahead, Mookie. You go first.
All right. I am going to Drainpour TRL, obviously. That one's an easy one. I am going to chug 106 in Park, and I'm going to sip pop-up video every motherfucking day of the week.
Pop-up video.
That shit was so hot. Just like information you never needed to know about music videos you never wanted to see, but they sucked you in. They were the original like YouTube rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Where you go on and you're watching one video, like you're like, oh, I'm gonna try to get that Reds clip from last night. I want to see the highlight. Next thing you know, it's 45 minutes later, and you're watching something about making like organic popcorn in Malaysia. Like, but you're super into it. That's what pop-up video was back in the day.
That's a good point, Scott. Do you agree with Mookie's take on the sip, chug, Drainpour?
Nope, because I'm Drainpour pop-up video.
What? Oh my God! Why?
Wow.
Why?
Because I'm here to see the video, and the problem with pop-up video for me was the damn sound effects that lowered the audio on the song. Like you can have that shit pop up, but why does it need to make some bloop noise?
It's got to get your attention when you're sitting there snapping.
I'm watching it.
There's information coming in.
Right.
No,
Get
I'm
excited.
also here to watch music videos. I ain't trying to read. I ain't here to play school. It was after school shit. Like, and either one you want to do. I'm sipping and chugging TRL and 106 in Park at the same time because you know why? I used to flip back and forth. It's like, one of these bitch ass things is on commercial. What's the other one doing?
That's fair.
I
That's
did not
fair.
like commercials, so
I'm gonna
whatever.
go ahead and I'm gonna sip TRL just because that was like I felt like that was the first one, and that's the one that I got into first. I'm going to chug pop-up video, and I know this sounds bad that I'm drain pouring 106 in Park. But
Oh yeah, you damn right it does.
the only reason why I'm
Wow, dude.
drain pouring 106 in
on
Park
BET.
no, is because eventually Bow Wow took over as a host, and that's why. That's the only reason why.
No.
recognize
Yeah, exactly.
That's a cop out.
That was
I'm
like
just
107 in Park. Like that was like
I'm
the
just saying,
reincarnation.
if you hand it off to Bow Wow, I'm out. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Look,
And also get it right. Ain't fucking Bow Wow. He is still to this day Lil Bow Wow.
No, because was it before or after Limo Driver?
Oh, Jesus.
God. Now you made it real.
It's a question. Moving on.
No,
Whenever his name comes up,
Good job,
has to
Aiden.
be
Good job.
asked.
Aiden, hey, abide by the Aiden moving on, and let's move the fuck on.
Fair enough.
Some good comments coming through here. Kev said every day before school they played music videos on MTV, and then later he clarified and said, "Okay, it may have been MTV too." So,
bitch, I know my TV. Like, come on, I didn't play outside.
Gabe saying BET is better than MTV.
Yes.
I would agree. Also, because they had BET after dark, and you could
Yeah.
see the tip drill. Oh, tip drill video was the best. Oh my god. Robert saying Jesus. I don't know what bringing him into this has to do with the conversation. And Caitlin saying I'm with Scott. So there you go, Scott. You get an extra point for Caitlin jumping on your side there. Well done, I guess. How do you feel? How do you feel about getting that right?
Good. About getting what right?
Okay, good. There you go. Good, really good.
Got stance on the shows. I mean, I knew I was right, so I don't.
No, he's trying to play the fucking Zack Taylor drop.
That's all it was. It was just to play that soundbite.
Oh shit, my bad. I missed that one.
Everyone did because Zack Taylor sucks.
You son of a bitch. You take that back right now. You take that back right now.
Okay, you're right. Joe Burrow sucks and Zack Taylor swallows.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Mike, you walked right into that. I gotta admit. Mookie wins that round.
God, I lost to Mookie. Son of a bitch. All right.
Here, I'll tell you what, Mike, I'll give you something that'll make you feel better. So that phraseology or whatever you want to call it always brings back fond memories to me.
A man who just said the word phraseology.
Yeah,
I don't deserve to be on the show anymore.
Yeah, well, hey, look, I didn't get a 4.5 GPA out of it, but I know a thing or two, motherfucker. Ooh. So I was at a New Jersey Devils, I think it was Rangers game with my dad way back in the day, and we were watching this game. It was a great time. We were in the upper deck, so things were a little bit rowdier up there. And we had this group of Devils fans that would just get after it. And so they would do this thing where they would like hit their fucking drum or whatever it was. And then they would be like, blah, blah. It's like some bullshit. All I remember is they would go, one guy would go, Rangers suck. And then a guy like two sections over would just stand up and yell, and Flyers swallow. And about midway through the second period, and I was like in high school at this point, so my dad and I were just enjoying it and having a good time laughing at it. This kid that's like 2 or 3 rows in front of us, probably like 10 or 12, turns to his dad halfway through the second period and just goes, What are the Flyers swallowing, Dad? And the dad's just like, just don't worry about it, son. It's just a silly thing they say at hockey games. And he's like, oh, okay. And I can't help but think that probably at school that next day or next week, but sometime soon, that kid said that shit on the playground and all hell broke loose. And Daddy had to have a conversation with Mommy where she whooped his ass for it. Because he took her son to that kind of a sporting event and he learned about those things.
I would swallow Gritty.
Oh, Jesus fucking
All right, that seems like a good time to talk about our friends over at Beer Drop, everybody. Listen. Do you want?
Yeah, do that read, Mike. You got this.
Do you want award-winning craft beer delivered directly to your door for under $4 a serving? Our friends at Beer Drop can hook you up. Just head on over to craftbrewsports.com/beer drop. Jesus Christ.
Here, I'll jump in here, Mike. You can compose yourself later and say the real words, but like
Scott just picking orange fur out of his teeth.
oh God, no, not his teeth. It'd be out of his beard. It'd be in his beard. Yeah.
Like, is that gritty beard?
Stock up your beer fridge today. Craftbrewsports.com/beer drop. All you got to do, go to that website. You'll fill out your flavor profile, sign up for one of their plans, and they will send this award-winning craft beer directly to your door. It's curated to your taste. Even if you don't want to sign up for the subscription, you can go to the site. You can buy a box, and they will send it to you. $5 flat shipping. Go help them out. They help us out. Craftbrewsports.com/beer drop. Hit them up today. All right.
So, but before we move on from Beer Drop, I think you guys were talking about it. It's been all over the news that lately Starbucks started PSL season early this year. But I think, didn't you guys also get some pumpkin beers in your latest shipment?
I got one.
Yep.
I need to.
We got the same one.
And you were super excited about it.
Yeah,
the marshmallow pumpkin beer.
Yeah, I want to go onto the site and just see if there's any more and just do an ad hoc shipment of just pumpkin beers because I want to make sure they get in before. Although the next shipment should be in before Halloween, so I don't.
Well,
I'm
but
worried that they're going to be gone by then.
I think you'll be okay.
Scott, that pumpkin whiskey, I've got a line on it. There's a good chance.
I've already had it, dude. I
know. I'm saying I've got a line on it, and if it comes in, if you need me to pick you up a bottle, yes.
Can I have one?
Yes. So I didn't think you were into the pumpkin stuff, Drew.
I'm into alcohol, bro. Also, I do love me some pumpkin. Maybe not the pumpkin beers, but I love pumpkin pie. Actually, they got the pumpkin chocolate chip cookies back at Kroger right now because it's that season.
Ooh.
I eat that shit up like nobody's business.
Dude,
and
I need the title of this episode to be "I'm into alcohol, bro."
But again, Scott, to go back to Mike's point from last week, like people won't be able to find it from any of our other episodes that are basically that exact content.
Jenny has a story in the comments. She said, I had a friend, a grown-ass man who admitted he didn't know what skeet meant. He proceeded to compliment a coworker in a meeting. That's what's up. Skeet, skeet. Oh my God.
So wait, does Jenny work at that LA Fitness then? Because like, what in the shit? I feel like we're gonna need some explanations there.
Can you imagine?
All right.
Like ending a conversation with a coworker, like that's what's up, skeet skeet, and then you just.
It's the skeet skeet part, man. That's what gets me. That would be
the amazing thing to me in that song is skeet skeet was not edited out on the radio version, but motherfucker was. So it was like, skeet skeet, and then they would edit motherfucker, but they didn't edit out skeet skeet, and you had just kids driving to school like, skeet 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 skeet. That's amazing to me. Amazing.
So if the kids are driving to school, they're already ruined. So they were like, don't matter.
What did you say, Scott?
I said radio edits to me are always weird, what they choose to edit and what they don't. And I swear it's never the same from song to song. I'll be like, wait a minute, it's okay to say it in this white version of this song, but in the black version, they're like,
It's crazy. There's weird rules. Like you're allowed to call somebody a dick, but you're not allowed to refer to your dick. Like those are two different things. It's the same word, but they're like, nope, that one's okay, this one's not. And I just don't understand the rules. We need to look these up. We need to look up all the rules and figure this out.
I think really what it is we just need to rewatch that South Park episode where they were allowed to say shit on TV for the first time, and they said it like 70 times in a 25-minute episode.
I remember that was the thing that they were, oh my God, South Park is going to say shit. They're going to say shit. And I thought for sure it was going to go the whole episode, and then at the very end, they were just going to go shit, and then credits were going to roll. But instead, they said it within the first 10 seconds of the show and just had the shit counter.
Yep.
Trey Parker and Matt Snell, what an amazing group of human beings.
See, and this is just a
like
testament.
$1 billion too on some deal that they made. They're doing like 14 more South Park movies.
Great. Perfect. That's what this world needs, man. Like, honestly. Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't we?
I had a coworker that once thought LOL meant lots of love, and so he would put it on like
Oh
people
my
like,
God.
"Oh, my grandpa died," and he would put LOL. Because for the longest time he thought it meant lots of love, and I remember thinking I had seen a poster. He wrote LOL on something. I was like, "That's really weird to post on that. That's not appropriate." And it wasn't even a death; it was something else. And then later on, he
It was like we downsized the Houston office.
So
LOL.
yeah, like I thought that meant lots of love. I'm like, it definitely does not mean
my
lots of love.
God.
Don't use it on death anymore.
Lord,
What else in his life do you think he went home and was questioning the rest of like that week? 'Cause
Everything.
yeah, oh my God. How do you get that far off, but like at least have the like savvy to understand like LOL and acronyms and shit like that? But you're that far fucking off. Like, laugh out loudly. Okay, that I could see. Lots of love. What the fuck is this guy, Ned Flanders?
Kind of, sort of. The black Ned Flanders, if you will.
He's in Flanders?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's like super nice. Well, actually, you know
What?
what? He was the officiant at my wedding. I mean, it's
Oh,
he's
shit.
old, like, yeah. But he thought that it meant lots of love. Like old people, you know, they do crazy things.
I love hearing
Right.
that there are people who are still that like naive in the world, like just
No,
that pure and that
innocent.
genuine that it's like there's still hope for humanity. If we got people out there who are thinking that means lots of love, good on us. We did it, people. We did it.
Look,
We're all right.
Look, back in the day, I used to say ignorance truly is bliss. And nowadays, I think it's really more that stupidity is bliss, where it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know shits, but I'm going to believe it really loudly and really hard, and it's going to be great.
All right. Well, this is treading into weird territory. So
You
before it
can
gets
be the
too far
president
off,
based on that.
yeah, before it gets too
Right?
far off, listen, it is the end of summer. Labor Day just hit. So we want to do a barbecue with everybody. It's time to do some hot takes barbecue where we grill up some Twitter hot takes that I scour the internet for. Let's throw some meat on this grill here. We are going to bring up our first hot take of the
That's
night.
a good looking steak.
Look at that thing just grilling. Let's throw a tweet on there on this barbecue and see how we do here. First tweet on the Hot Takes Barbecue. Super Bowl prediction. Hashtag Rams over hashtag Bills. Hashtag hot take. A lot of hot hashtags in this hot take. Scott, how hot is this take from freezer meat up to charbroiled?
This is hot as shit because the Rams ain't making it out of the West.
Why would you say that, Scott?
The second part of that is Rams house. That's their new. I used to think Horns Up was.
I don't know if it's Rams house.
horrendous.
I don't know if it's Rams house. I feel
No, it absolutely is because they've got the little logo next to it.
No, I
so that
think
means-
I thought that same thing, but I think that dude just added an emoji of a ram.
Oh,
afterwards.
really?
I think he made his own hashtag for the team. I don't think this is.
my
By the way, the
God.
tweet comes from at Mac
Who does
Main. Apparently, Mario Cruz does. At Mac
Yeah,
Main.
well, when we at him after this, tell him he's a dum-dum. Like, he tried to make up his own hashtag. That's not how the internet works. They've got official team hashtags, Mario. But also, yeah, that's a hot take because the Rams, like I said, ain't making it out of the West.
Drew, how hot is this take?
I mean, I don't think it's kind of in the middle. It's medium because I think what he's saying here, and this is why I appreciate it. It's actually one of those, what they call it, a subtweet, because really what he's doing is he's calling that the Rams will be trading the Chiefs
It is
for Patrick Mahomes,
God.
and then the Bills
told
will
you.
be
I
trading Tampa Bay for Tom Brady, and so it will be Rams Bills in the Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady still playing each other again, like is actually going to happen. So it's a medium take. He really buried the lead in a sense, but I appreciate him starting that conversation for us.
All right, so Drew already gave his take here. You got Tampa Bay and Chiefs. You got a repeat of the last year's Super Bowl again, correct?
Whoa, no, I didn't say that.
Oh, then who is your Super Bowl? What's your Super Bowl prediction?
You're just gonna put me on the spot like that, dude? I ain't putting money on that right now.
You're not doing a futures bet on it? What are you doing?
No. See,
man?
what you do, you don't understand. You don't understand.
I do understand. I know how.
So what you do is you do the futures bet in spring, where you get the really long odds on a team before we go through OTAs, last minute free agent signings, all the churn of camp, because you can really buy some cheap odds there. Then what you do is you wait till like week 4-ish and everyone's getting hurt and going out for the season. And that's when you place your futures bet on a not a long shot, but like maybe like a Jacksonville. Like when Sunshine finally breaks his ACL and their backup quarterback steps in and takes all of that talent and leads them on a run, only for, what was that guy? What was his name? That he beat Michigan once or twice. He's coaching the Jaguars now. He didn't play school either. Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
What the hell?
I have so many questions about this take, Drew. You said, first of all, how do you break your ACL? I feel like you tear your ACL. That's number one. That was the first thing that stood out.
No. Tear implies it could be repaired. Break means it's just gone forever.
Okay.
Because then we'll never have to see Sunshine again. And
then you said not like a real long shot, but just kind of a long shot like Jacksonville, the team that finished with the worst record. I feel like they're going to be the biggest long shot, especially if Trevor Lawrence blows out his knee. Like you're saying that Jacksonville will do better after Trevor Lawrence.
I like how that's when Mookie gets in. He's like, here comes the big money. The star quarterback is out. This is when you get in. Buy all the stock.
Number one draft pick on the worst team from last year with a
rookie head
coach. As soon as that quarterback goes out, boom,
you go all in
because now they're not that long of a shot. They weren't anyways, but now they're really not that long of a shot because the backup, who I will not name because nobody knows who the fuck it is going to take over and take this team on a run.
Pass.
Absolutely.
That was an incident of me not being ready for you to throw not even a curveball, but just like a changeup.
By the way, just want to point out in the show rundown, 2 tweets on the NFL. Get your Super Bowl predictions ready. Just throwing that out there, Mookie, for your show.
Where does I say that?
Scott, who's your pick for the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that wasn't there last night.
Chiefs over somebody from the NFC.
Chiefs over some, but not the Rams.
Yeah, but not the Rams because they're not making the playoffs. So, yeah, Chiefs over somebody from the NFC, and I'm not picking anybody because it's not going to be the 49ers. Like, I'm not picking them to get to the Super Bowl and lose to the Chiefs again, and I think that they'll come up just short anyway. But, yeah, somebody from the NFC is going to lose to the Chiefs. That's my Super Bowl prediction.
Robert Taylor says, until proven otherwise, the AFC runs through Kansas City. People were picking the Bills last year too. Agree 100%. And the Browns fans, you need to pump your brakes because all the Browns fans are like, we got a shot this year. No, you don't. You still play in the AFC. You still have to go through Patty Mahomes. It ain't happening. Patrick Mahomes is going to be in the Super Bowl again, and they are going to play Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers because the NFL is fit.
Damn it.
And this is Aaron Rodgers' last year in Green Bay. So he is going to get the right. It's going to be handing off of the torch again because you had Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady last year. You're going to have Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes this year. So Patrick Mahomes is going against all these all-time great quarterbacks. This one he wins. Aaron Rodgers moves on to a different team. There's your Super Bowl for this year.
Okay, I'm ready now. I just wasn't at the time. Now that you mentioned the show, I was like, oh yeah, I had this over here to the side. And basically I had the exact same take, except mine involved less analysis about Aaron Rodgers being more motivated, but more about the breakups he's overcome with beautiful women and how it's finally going to pay off. So yeah, I've got the Packers out of the NFC, but this is where I threw a curveball in and I don't.
Robert Taylor just said he likes us, so don't ruin that.
Well,
Mookie's like, I got Jaguars over Lions in the Super Bowl.
Oh, hell no. I ain't that dumb. Come on, man. I grew up in Michigan.
Kind of long shots, but only after the star quarterback blows out his knee.
Only then.
Goff gets back to the Super Bowl and loses.
They will rally around Jared Goff's injury.
Dan Campbell bites the knee of of Trevor Lawrence and blows out his ACL. That's how it happens. That's how the Lions win over
legitimately.
This tears his ACL.
This is the only money I'm putting on the Lions all season, and I can't find a book to take this action, but I would put it down in a heartbeat. Dan Campbell over under 10.5 weeks in the league, like legitimate weeks, not games. Under exactly. That motherfucker is going to do something dumb and Bo Schembechler or someone in the middle of the field and just go Kia and
you
drop
said 10.5 weeks in the league, not games. Like
10.5 weeks. Like he will not be week 11.
10.5 weeks, right?
No, sorry, regular season weeks.
Okay, all right.
Like he won't make it to week 11 is what I'm saying.
Okay. So
I didn't think he was going to be doing anything crazy on the field or hitting anybody. I just figured they'll be 0-9 and they'll just can him.
Oh no! Because Scott, we don't fire people for that in Detroit.
He's white. Yeah, you don't fire white guys for that in Detroit. You are black.
I mean, he won't get
I disagree,
he's
but
his job long enough. Like they've already done the whole he's white. Like he gets to keep his job. Like how much more terrible does it have to be?
I mean,
even the
Ford
Ford family's like, Jesus Christ, you gotta go.
Right. If you fire him after the bite your kneecaps conversation, like basically you don't have to pay him any of the contract and you can still get out from underneath that and everyone be like, you know what, we get it. Like you're not a disaster of a franchise.
Got us to the playoffs. He's got to go.
That's what I'm saying.
Dan Campbell 3 years with less saying.
Dude, I still don't agree with that move. That was so fucking stupid. And the thing is, it wasn't the playoffs even, but he had the team on a consistent foundation with a positive trajectory. It was the most stable the franchise has been basically since I've been alive and remember watching him play football. And for whatever reason, they yanked the rug out underneath him.
Well, but that's the funny part because I think Jim Caldwell's just like an okay coach. Like, I mean, he's, fine. I don't necessarily think he's a Super Bowl winning coach, but the fact that he does what he does and gets teams that aren't supposed to get there between the Colts and the Lions, and they're like already looking for, it's like, Jesus, we just made the playoffs. This son of a bitch. How can we find a reason to fire him? Man, I really don't like the way he always wears a hat in press conferences. He's got to go. And it's obvious why they don't want him as a head coach.
To be fair, Scott, to be fair, Detroit's a visor city. So,
Drew, I think I stepped on your comment. Who do you have coming out of the AFC? You've got Green Bay in the NFC. Who do you have coming out of the AFC?
The Jets.
No. The Titans. I don't know why. I don't have a reasoning for it, but I don't want to say they were middling of the pack, but when you look at them last year, they were a strong squad, but they weren't getting all the hype for a Super Bowl contender or favorite heading into the playoffs, despite their record in the regular season. I think this year they figure it out and they get to the Super Bowl between the backfield they've got with, honestly, everyone doesn't want to say it, but Tannehill's got solid quarterback play. Henry can run the ball for as many yards as he wants to or doesn't want to. Like, it's all up to him. Basically, he is the only person he's Bo Jackson. Let's call it what it is. And then now with the addition of Julio Jones on the other side of A.J. Brown, they didn't have a defense last year. You give, what's his name? I'll sell my cock for a title. Another year to keep building that up. I think they could pop up and beat some of these teams because they have that narrative of the chip on their shoulder. And I could see them showing up in the Super Bowl and losing to Aaron Rodgers, who's just a man on a mission.
That is the take.
The only way that the Chiefs are not coming out of the AFC is if Dakota puts on an actual Mahomes jersey and pretends to be Patrick Mahomes and is the starting quarterback for the Chiefs. Then with a 100% chance.
Okay, Scott, I want to let's tease that out, right? Let's say that happens. Dakota sneaks into Kansas City and somehow avoids all the barbecue and just goes to Patrick's house and steals his shit and plays as him. And Patrick goes down to Dallas and somehow deals with Jera. How do those teams' futures play out if we just swap the two quarterbacks and nothing else?
I don't like that because then Mahomes is in the Super Bowl and he's wearing a star in his helmet. No thanks.
Wow.
And the Chiefs Chiefs finish 8-9.
So you got Mahomes automatically coming out of the NFC if he's on any NFC
team.
You basically said the Cowboys earlier 8-9, but then you add Mahomes and you're saying Super Bowl. So you basically think Patrick
then
Mahomes
they'd
can
only
take
have to get
any
a couple.
NFC team to the Super Bowl.
I didn't say any, but if I'm saying that the Cowboys are going to finish with 8 wins, they only need what, 2 more? Mahomes was worth at least 2 more, and then you win a couple games in the playoffs, and you're in the Super Bowl.
It's the NFC East. They're probably in at 8 and 9.
Well, and wait,
Right,
how does
yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like winning the NFC East isn't hard, and then all he has to do is win 2 games. Bam, he's there.
No, remember they added. There's only the one bye. Only the number 1 overall seed in each conference gets the bye now. So you'd have to win.
So then he wins 3 games and makes it to the Super Bowl.
He wins 15 games. Who gives a fucking shit, man? The point is,
how many games are you going to put between Mahomes and the Super Bowl?
Patrick is going there.
Is how many games he's going to win?
All right, let's do our next hot take, fellas.
All right, wait, I wasn't finished. I had a long shot.
Oh, okay. What's your long shot? Jacksonville.
New Orleans Saints.
The Saints with LASIK Jameis. All right.
No. Ian Book, baby.
Oh, you got Ian Book coming in.
So I catch him after Jameis's LASIK goes south because that's fake news and his eye's going to corrode in like week 9 or something, and then Ian Book is just going to conservatively run them to the Super Bowl via Sean Payton's play calling.
Fair enough. All right, I can get behind that one. Next hot take. Here we go. Let's fire this one up. Hashtag hot take. The NFL 2-minute warning is fucking dumb and stupid. This is from @dump_on_the_ump. Fantastic Twitter handle. A+.
Absolutely amazing handle. They deserve to have that verified just for the handle itself.
Drew, we will go to you first on a scale from freezer meat up to extra crispy. How hot is this take? The NFL 2-minute warning is fucking dumb and stupid.
I don't know, man. I think it's one of those scenarios where you throw the steaks down on the grill, you go inside, just check the score of the game, and you realize that they've done like the live look into another game that's really exciting in overtime. And then like 45 minutes later, you realize like, oh shit, the steaks were still on the grill, and you go out and they're on fire. Like, this is a hot fucking take, because the way I read this is if we don't have the 2-minute warning, then it's just straight playthrough. And that completely changes a lot of the strategy. And I think I like the 2-minute warning when you put it up against the way that college does their, what is it, the last 4 minutes when the first down stops the clock or whatever.
Yeah.
Or last 2 minutes. Yeah. I like both of those mechanisms, but more and more these days, I think that the first down stoppage is unnecessary in college. And I think we should all go to the 2-minute warning. And the idea of just getting rid of it altogether is,
I mean, it's
worth talking about.
It's
a hot take.
Fourth timeout. It's basically a fourth timeout.
It's a fourth timeout
for each team. Scott,
but nobody gets to call it. It just happens, which is part of the beauty.
Yeah. Scott, what do you think about this take?
I think it's medium rare because I've always thought the 2-minute warning is pretty dumb. I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to necessarily eliminate it, but what purpose does it actually serve other than getting the commercials in another time for the NFL? Like,
that's what it serves.
Like, it's just a commercial break. Like that to me is why it's like, we could totally do away with it. I do enjoy that teams all of a sudden change up everything they do in the last 2 minutes, and I'm like, why don't they play like this? You know, the entire effing game.
Yes, drill every time. The goal is to score as many points as you can.
Yeah,
try to score as many points as you can. I don't understand why it's like, okay, guys, 2 minutes. Now we're gonna try to score quickly.
Yeah.
Weird.
Wait, so I think what it is, and I would have to, Aiden's working getting me the research, and when he, responds back, I don't know when the 2-minute drill was put in, but I'm pretty sure it was before TV commercials drove the entire sport. So I think there's some strategery involved there. And I think what it is the teams, the pro teams talk about the 4-minute drill. And I think what changes the game there is at that point, you basically know at any given time, it could be the last possession of the game. In pro teams and college teams, they always talk about the number of possessions you get in a game and how much that means in terms of scoring and what you have to do strategically. So I think there is something that's like sort of triggered when you get to that 4-minute mark, and the 2-minute window is even that much more amplified.
But again, why not just run that offense the whole game?
Because you're not scrapping, you're not down to your last possession.
but it forces the defense to play reactionary. Like that's why I like running the 2-minute drill, because it's like, defense, what are you going to do when we're just constantly hurrying up, getting to the line and moving it quickly?
Well, some teams do that though. Did you see the Ole Miss Louisville game on Monday?
Oh,
those motherfuckers were.
We're not talking college football right now, Drew. We'll talk college football in a minute. Hold on to that. Hold on.
Oh.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on from that one, it is it is time. If you heard the beautiful sound, that means it is time for our Kong Beer Bong of the night. I'm going to continue on with the hot takes because we're running a little low on time. But if you guys want a beer bong, head on over to craftbrewsports.com/beer bong. Fantastic company from Ohio. It's a koozie. It's a beer bong. It will make you the life of every party. Go check them out. Next hot take, we are going to go switch gears a little bit, go college football. We are not changing it. I love that Drew is hidden by the call.
Hidden behind our boy Harambe there.
Dick's out. All right, here we go. Next hot take, and then I will switch things so that Drew can be seen doing his Kong Bong. Next take. Georgia looks good, folks. Hashtag hot take. Scott, what do you think of this hot take? How does this one rate from freezer meat all the way up to burnt crispy meat?
It is burnt crispy meat because we're basing it off of one game against Clemson, I guess. How many times has Georgia been fool's gold, for Christ's sakes? Like, I mean, that's a hot take because I'm just used to
showing me.
I'm just
you were
used
doing
to
something weird with your Kong there. I had to.
I'm used to Georgia showing up and penciling in 2 or 3 losses and being like, damn, we lost to Alabama in the SEC championship again. Or, we lost to LSU the week before the SEC championship again. Like, Georgia's just the sad sack. They're good enough to get to 10 wins, and that's it.
Aiden is not going to like this slander that you have there.
That's
Mookie,
fine.
go ahead with your beer bong, and I'll.
It's what got Mark Rick fired.
Well, hold on. Let me give you my hot take on the hot take, and then Mike, you can drop it. Georgia's co-eds look good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's a Mookie co-ed. Oh, that's a different. Oh, my God.
Walked right into it, didn't they?
Again, Mookie gets the best of me once again.
Dude, that's like I'm close to hitting for the cycle here tonight, right?
You actually really are.
Speaking of hitting for the cycle, Mike, how'd that Tiger series go for you this weekend?
Drew, we're not talking baseball yet. Would you stop? Would you stop getting ahead of yourself? You're like 2 steps ahead on everything tonight. Can you please stop? Anyways, I'm okay with this take. It's Georgia did look good, but it's all based on what Clemson used to be. Clemson, I don't think is very good this year. I don't think they're that great. So is that win going to be that impressive? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Scott, you don't have your beer.
I think it'll hold up.
My hose is still leaky.
See, that's why I was doing that earlier. Is that I thought my hose leaked this weekend when Notre Dame scored their second touchdown after we did vodka shots on the first one. I was like, I'm going to slow things down. I'm going to Kong Bong, and it started leaking everywhere. And it's like, fuck, are you serious? But no, I just hadn't screwed it in all the way, so we're good.
Yeah. Do they have a green Kong Bong?
Yeah.
They do, Gabe. It is not like a Kelly green. It's more of like a forest green, but it looks good. It's a.
If it was Kelly green, we'd have to slaughter it.
I believe we would have to execute it.
Yeah.
If you're going to make the joke correctly.
If it was Kelly Green, you'd have to kill
Mike,
a kid. Whatever. How about that?
And Mike, as far as getting ahead here, look, I'll tell you the same thing I tell my wife. If you can't keep up with me, shut up, Scott. If you can't keep
my wife, if you can't keep up with me, I'm gonna
boom. Muted him.
Drew, I've got the goddamn podcast recording. Stop muting me. Stop doing that. Next hot take.
Wait, so it actually mutes you on the podcast, but not the live stream?
Doesn't. That's what I'm saying.
So why do you get so pissed?
Because it still records me on the podcast as I'm talking, and then it stops the video recording. It creates 2 different experiences. Next hot take. No better uniform.
Aren't we already creating 2 different experiences when one has pictures and the other doesn't?
No better uniforms in college football than Penn State. Hashtag hot take. Scott, how hot is this take?
Hashtag wrong take.
I mean, we can't debate whether or not it's wrong or right. Is it
okay? Well, it's a hot take because it's wrong.
It is very wrong. Drew, how hot is this take?
It's freezer meat. Get this off my screen. This isn't worth talking about.
Okay, real quick though, you two, what are your best uniforms in college football? Go.
It's Oregon,
Notre Dame.
hands down. It's Oregon.
Oh.
Oregon is the only college football
Shamrock
team.
Shamrock Series. Hands down.
Oregon is the only football team in college football that when you think of the team, you think of their uniforms before you think of the team. You can't even name an Oregon player from the last 20 years, but you
Kenyon
can remember
Eric
Marcus
Armstead.
Mariota.
Next hot take.
Eric Weddle. And here's the thing, Mike, too.
Well,
we did that, and there isn't even NCAA football out on like Xbox and PlayStation.
Michael James.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg.
Resident USC homer, Snoop Dogg.
No, did he have a kid that went to Oregon over at USC that came out of his like Pee Wee League or whatever?
Probably.
It was like a huge scandal. It was like Snoop Dogg's Pee Wee player goes to Oregon instead of the Trojans. Because, like, yeah, who wants to go play for the fucking condoms?
I'm impressed that you two just rattled off Oregon football players like that quickly. That was amazing.
In my defense, though, all the ones I named played for the Niners.
I was just thinking, like, dude, there was a span of like 5 years that they tore it up in fantasy football. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known shit. You know what I mean?
Well, then there was Deion Jordan, another, one that flopped.
Oh, what was that dude? Pick. What was that dude that punched that guy from Boise?
LeGarrette Blount?
Yes,
yeah,
there
LeGarrette Blount.
That's best name ever.
Next hot take that we got coming up, we got to do a quick transition. Let's talk a little baseball.
Here's pitch. Oh, shit.
All right, here we go. Let's do a baseball hot take for you guys. And Scott, you're going to like this one a lot, I think.
Should I just pass now or
Today's
wait?
Hall of Fame class is actually rather weak. Hashtag hot take. This is from @PK Steinberg. Scott, what do you think of this hot take? Mookie does another Kong Bong.
Freezer meat.
Well.
It's absolutely correct.
I got you. So the take is terrible because it's so accurate.
Absolutely. Straight freezer meat.
I love that this dude says today's Hall of Fame class is actually rather weak, considering it's 2 Hall of Fame classes that got inducted today. So he's saying 2 Hall of Fame classes in a row.
Today?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Derek Jeter is officially a Hall of Famer now. Scott's favorite baseball player of all time is now a Hall of Famer.
Who else made it?
Larry Walker's in now.
I gotta be honest, man. Once the League World Series ended, I just kind of stopped paying attention to baseball altogether.
Next hot take coming up.
The pregnant pause and then the just next topic thing kills me every time.
We gotta switch gears, but I don't remember what the next one is. Shit, I forget. I gotta play. Okay, you know what? We'll do the take.
Is it in the doc?
No. Oh, is it? Did I do it in the rundown? I may have done it in the rundown.
Yes, golf tweet.
Okay, here we go. It's
tweet.
time for a golf tweet.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
Dude, there's no tweet. There is no tweet. You just wanted to play that shit for us, didn't you?
And it was totally worth it.
Oh,
that
it's so
transition
good.
might have just moved ahead of our shit.
Do it again.
Okay, all right, here we go. The new transition for golf instead of the smack and the yawn.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
I've never heard that. Whack fuck. Oh man.
One last time. Just give me one more. Just give
All right,
me
you
one
want
more.
one more? Okay, we'll do it.
That's fine.
Okay, we got one more. That's cool. That's cool. We can do one more.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
What I don't understand is how does he not hear him say we're playing a game of whack fuck and know what's coming?
Because it's a TikTok trend. They just film their friend having a terrible shot and then add the audio afterwards. So
The
it's not-
funniest part is the dude saying whack sounds like Mike. It sounds like Mike. I initially thought Mike dubbed over him saying whack.
What club
All
are you
right.
using there, Mike? What you got? What are you hitting here?
What club
What
was
club
that?
are you
Two
using?
strokes. Sucks to be you. Here's your next tweet. There will be at least 2 rules, quote, incidents at the Ryder Cup this year. # hot take. Scott, how hot is this take?
Oof. Well, it depends
Keep
on
in
what the
mind-
definition
keep in
of
mind-
incidence is.
Keep in mind, Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka, both automatic qualifiers for the Ryder Cup in the U.S., and Bryson and Brooks
Oh,
both
man.
notorious for rules incidents on the golf course.
This
I
is-
hope
yeah,
they
this
punch
is-
each other out on a tee
This,
box.
I'm going to say this is medium because I'm hoping that it is, but it just like golf always disappoints whenever we have expectations. It's
Oh,
golf
no.
golf
That
is
is
the
where
best when we don't have any.
That is where you are wrong, my friend. Golf always disappoints when there's expectations, except when it's the Ryder Cup. The Ryder Cup
Yeah, that's
always delivers.
That's fair.
The Ryder Cup is the best thing in golf, hands down. Like everybody loves the
I
Master.
concur.
It's the Ryder Cup. The Ryder Cup is where it's at. And the U.S. has a decent shot this time around. It's at Whistling Straits, so we're playing at home. We never win when it's in Europe. And we've got a decent squad. They just announced the captain's picks today. So I think the U.S. has a decent shot at this one. Mookie, what do you think of this hot take? How hot is this take?
It was about the incidences. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't really care. I just want to watch the Ryder Cup. Like you said, like it's a golf event that you can actually get hyped for. Like I'm excited because I'm just gonna pound beers during this. Like this is a golf event to get drunk for, which to me means it's a
Saturday
sport.
afternoon for you. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say that's every day, Mookie. What is?
Well,
this?
yeah, but I gotta like find a good reason. Otherwise, it just feels unfulfilling, you know.
Guys, listen to this team. Here's who's on this team.
Wait. Before
All-
I did have a question, Mike. I had a question for you as the resident golf expert.
Mhm.
The Solheim Cup or wherever it was this weekend. How big of a deal is that? How pissed should I be that we lost?
Nobody cares. It's not the Ryder Cup.
All right, cool, good.
We don't give a shit. We
So
don't give
then
a
I
shit
should-
about that. No.
So I
It's
should
like-
ask my
it's
bookie
like-
for my money back because
Yes,
like,
you
I
should.
feel like
You
it
shouldn't have bet
matter.
on it in the first place. That was
Oh.
your issue. Listen to this team that we got. So
You
the
should give me
automatic,
that advice more often.
the automatic qualifiers: Colin Morikawa, Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay. Those are your automatic qualifiers.
What the fuck is
Then-
this deal with this Patrick Cantlay kid? Is he actually good? I've never heard his name before, except for
Dude,
like what was
yes.
it 2 weeks ago when he beat Bryson after he walked in Bryson's line of sight.
He automatically qualified, so that means his FedEx.
No, but like he won
like,
the
solid.
PGA Tour Championship.
Yes, the kid
Like
is
he's
good,
actually
man.
good. Where the fuck did he come from?
Dude, where did any of these guys come from?
Why
Rich
wasn't
white
he in the
family.
Olympics winning us gold
That's what-
medals?
That's because he's not that good. I mean, he's not that good. He's good, but he's
He
not.
won
The
the
answer
Tour
is
Championship.
rich white families or
Thank you.
Earl Woods. Those are your choices. There's no in between.
That's a good point.
But in the captain's picks, so Steve Stricker announced his captain's picks today. Solid captain's picks on this one. Daniel Berger, Harris English, Tony Finau. Everybody knows Tony when he broke his ankle celebrating at the Masters. The great redemption story there. Xander Schauffele, Scotty Scheffler, and
Andrew Shoffley's American?
yes, and Jordan Spieth rounds out the Ryder Cup team. So this is a solid squad, guys. We got a shot this Ryder Cup. I'm feeling good about it. I don't know about you guys, but I feel good about this one. Coming back to the US of A, baby.
So like what are we talking about here for the Ryder Cup? Like US plus 1.5?
Ryder Cup?
We'll-
Was that?
we'll
is that
talk about it
Rough
as we get
Riders? Like
the
the
Ryder
Ryder
Cup.
Cup?
Well,
I know we'd be riding dirty if we we're gonna
I
win
like
this
this
thing,
one.
right?
I like putting a little rider on it. I'm a fan of this one.
I mean, if we're gonna bring it back to the the other
no.
thing, Mike.
No
James
hard
says
R.
no-
We're going Ryder Cup this
Gabe
year.
No
says no
Kokrak,
Kokrak. No, Jay Kokrak did not qualify.
He
for
might
the
be
Ryder
there
Cup
though.
team.
He's just not gonna be playing.
And then Tyson hitting us with the moving on. Respect the moving on, guys. So
Before we
Tyson-
respect the moving on, there's also gonna be no Team Europe fans.
that's what I'm saying, dude. It's in the U.S. It's in Wisconsin. It's
No,
in
no,
Wisconsin.
it's in the U.S. and there's all those travel restrictions.
I
too,
know,
so
that's
we
what
can
I'm saying.
really
It's
fuck
in the
with their
US.
head.
All the way to Wisconsin.
That's that's what I'm saying.
Do you think we'll just tell them like, no, sorry, we don't serve those European dishes here in America?
Listen, Tyson hit us with the moving on. Respect the moving on. Next tweet, and we got to do a new.
Look, Mike,
if
you start taking orders from the fans, you'll be sitting with them.
Stop. There's a new transition, Drew. Respect the transition. Tyson asked for it, everybody. It's some soccer talk. Here we go. Here's a hot take regarding soccer. It's not new. I'm sorry. I just wanted you to stop talking.
Well, that's an impressive move. I give you credit for it.
Very anxious / excited for the #US men's national team match tonight. I feel like the back against the wall spot is one where the US shows up more often than not. American flag emoji. Drew, you are wearing your US men's national team jersey right now. How hot is this take?
Worthless. It is not even freezer meat. Like, this is the stuff that even McDonald's rejected from grilling up in their restaurants. This is terrible, because the only way that the team USA or the men's team shows up when their backs are against the wall is actually it's their fronts. They turn around and they just take it from behind because they are a fucking embarrassment. This team, I can't understand who they think they fucking are or what they think they've done. But before World Cup qualifying, after they won all of these, Jenny, I'll get there. I will get to Weston. Trust me.
Okay, get there quickly though, because we got 6 minutes left in the show.
Who the fuck does Weston McKinney think he is? Like, look, even if he got sent home for banging Pulisic's sister, like, that's not something to be proud of, because I almost guarantee you that basically she looks like him but a girl, and like, how is that a positive thing?
That's
like,
what I was thinking, Jenny.
right? Like, when they're
every time there's
right.
pressure on them, they fail. Like, what?
They absolutely melt. Like, the thing is they do not travel well, and they don't even play well home, like stateside in games that matter. The League of Nations Cup, the Gold Cup, none of those things actually fucking matter when it comes down to it. They're precursors to getting the World Cup qualifying, and they help your qualifying spot. But at the end of the day, you have to win the matches that matter. And these dudes can't keep their dicks in their pants long enough and away from their teammates, sisters, and moms to actually get the job done. So I don't want to hear this shit that we're not worried about not qualifying the last rotation go around. This is a new team, because you know what? They're living up to the same fucking standard they've had for years. And at the same time, the women are embarrassing them time and time again. And I know we won bronze in the Olympics, but you got to be honest. We're in the middle of a transition over there, and we've got talent for days, but we just have to find our mesh point. And the women are going to win another World Cup and another World Cup and then a gold medal. But the men are still worthless. I don't know why we fund them. We don't make any money off of them. We should just throw back to the old days when all we had to hate about the men's team was Alexi Lawless.
Nailed the dismount.
I did hate Alexi Lawless. I hated him so much. Scott, how do you?
I like him as a post game, or I like him as an announcer, though. Like, playing.
Well, once he got rid of that fucking hair, if you got red hair, you cannot have hair like that, bro. You gotta cut that,
or
shit.
a long soul patch either.
Like, it cannot look like that. Scott, how hot is this take? I like that maybe they should just soccer harder.
This is super hot because, again, our men's team sucks. The best they've performed is when everybody didn't care who they sent to that qualifier, and then it was like, holy shit, they ran through all those guys. We had no expectations. Well, all right. Anytime we put any slight bit of expectations on them, fold like a cheap suit. Fuck them.
All I know is that I got slammed in the Grapefruit Sports group because people were like, "It's all about the World Cup qualifying. We're all about the World Cup qualifying. Like, that's
right.
That's all we're
true. Yeah.
And now that we're trying to qualify the World Cup, we tie with fucking Canada. It'd be different if we tie with Mexico. I'd be hold
on.
Canada, bro. We tied with Canada.
I get it, but before you throw shade on Canada,
but we tied with Canada.
At least Canada has a modern government, and we tie with teams that have nothing to do with that. I mean,
Canada.
Look, Scott.
Pull the plug on men's team.
I'm Mike.
Scott, listen. It's okay to be mad at Canada, because we should always be blaming Canada. But the problem is when you tie El Salvador and that other team that I think was probably El Salvador, you just care about Canada.
We tied with Canada. Yes, Tyson, I did get slammed in the Facebook group. I got slammed a lot in the Facebook group.
Is it? See, that's why I don't go in there that often because I just know it's going to be
The
bad,
men's team
bad times for
sucks.
me. No, they're
Men's team
terrible. They're
blows.
absolutely terrible.
Moving on. All right, last hot take real quick before the show ends because we're way behind. Here we go. Last hot take.
Yes, Scott.
CLB has some good beats and tracks, but Drake has the bars of a high school sophomore. Hashtag hot take. Scott, certified lover boy. Good tracks. Drake's got the bars of a high school sophomore. How hot is this take?
This is the coldest part of Antarctica that the Republicans haven't melted away yet.
I hate
Aubrey
you
is
both.
the fucking worst.
Seriously. This is what you do with this? I still don't know what CLB is, and I thought that was going to tee up for a nice segment.
Said Canadian lover. Like
What the fuck is that?
Canadian lover boy, certified lover boy.
He's from Canada. He
Are you
makes
saying-
shitty love songs.
Wait, are you saying this
Canadian
is Kyle from
Loverboy
Summer House's
certified. Like,
lover boy in Canada? His beverage in Canada? Because that's the only lover boy I know.
Jenny's saying whenever I see CLB, I think Columbus. So
Agreed.
does
Well,
Drew.
wait, Jenny, what Columbus? Because I think the Blue Jackets. I think she's probably thinking that other shit soccer team that's actually good.
Listen, here's what I have to say about this take about CLB having some good beats.
here it is.
Ooh, or Club Sandwich.
But club sandwich. But Drake has the bars of a high school senior or a high school sophomore.
I don't give a damn about no damn Drake night.
That's what I think about this take. It don't matter. I don't give a damn about no damn Drake night. I'm giving myself the rap air horn on this one.
Hell yeah.
Let's wrap this up. Let's tell everybody about these beers that we're drinking because we are
I think
now.
I like Drake.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Drew.
Boo this man! Boo!
What were you drinking quickly and rated on the J.R. Smith GPA scale?
Face down brown ale. It was fine. It was a brown ale 3.0.
Great name.
Yeah,
Drew,
the name
what were
is
you
amazing.
drinking?
The name gets a 5.0.
Grapefruit Moped from New Image Brewing in Nevada, Colorado, and I give it a 4.51 because it's just a little bit better than Mike's bitch ass.
Nevada.
Nevada.
I can't believe you had the Nevada to rate it that.
Sabro hopped down from UHL's brewing company. Fantastic brew.
Mike,
4.0 in Drew's high school that didn't offer good classes that gave you college credit. 4.0. This is a great beer.
bitch, I will cut you. Are you kidding me? Didn't offer college credit. You have I need you before the show ends for good because it's just gonna get about it like that. I need you to put a Gabe's comment on the screen there because yes, I need a Peacock login. Motherfucking those
Notre Dame
people in South
over there.
Bend are trying to keep my football from me here, and I don't have a Peacock. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop right there. Yes, I need a Peacock login.
Hit us up in the group. We need that Peacock.
Kenny login.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been a damn fun show. It got a little weird. It got crazy. It got off the rails. It's exactly what we like to do. Shout out to everybody that chimed in, that shared out the show, that commented. We appreciate you. Come back next week. We'll be here again Wednesday night at 8 p.m., just like we are every single night here on YouTube. Be sure to like the show on Facebook, subscribe, or follow us on Twitter at Crafty Sports, same on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube, ring that bell so you know when we go live. I got plans for YouTube. I keep saying it, but I got plans. Subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcasts. Also, shout out Belly Up Sports. Go hit them up, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content there. bellyupsports.com. Subscribe, rate, and review all of the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Network. We will see you guys next week. Cheers, everybody.
Mookie and Mike McCarthy, both in year 2, just saying.
God damn it. Happy birthday, Kevin. Congratulations on being closer to 30 than 20. Scott,
I love you, Mook.
Yeah, but you're right.